What is going on, y'all? Site Perspectives, giofvcks, and in this video, I want to take the time to kind of just examine what player culture is, spitting game, and essentially when you look, in my opinion, disclaimer, this is, I'm talking about my opinion, my lived experiences. Information will always be below to back up what I'm talking about. And I am sharing some perspectives, but I'm also highly speaking about my opinion. So, in my opinion, when I look at player culture, spitting game, essentially all it is being a liar. That's all it is. It's a bunch of lies and half-truths. People are not forthcoming and honest about a lot of things, okay? When I look at player culture, again, this idea that you're going to purposely leave out information and or blatantly lie about your relationship status in order to date, spit game, talk to, have sex with all of these different people while simultaneously leading a few of them on and giving them the assumption through your actions and behaviors and through your words that there's something more than what it is. And that's really all player culture is. And this player culture, this being a player, spitting game, is what's promoted in manhood and masculinity. And I want to be more specific. It's what's promoted in toxic masculinity. Because healthy masculinity is not about going around lying and playing all of these mind games and taking advantage of people, abusing people, manipulating people, breaking people's hearts, and playing with people's emotions. That's not what manhood is. That's what toxic masculinity promotes, but that's not what manhood is. Now, what gets me is, why can't people just keep it a buck? Hassan Campbell style, keep it a buck, 150, all the way funky. Why can't we just be honest, And again, this kind of goes back to the myth of monogamy. I'm sorry, y'all, but you know me, I'm kicking my opinion on this one. The myth of monogamy. Most of these people that you're talking to are lying to you about being monogamous. It is what it is. Because again, back to the toxic masculinity and player culture, this whole idea that, you're going around telling people that you're monogamous and you're looking for a committed relationship. The people that you're, excuse me, excuse me. The people that you're engaging with, they are looking for committed monogamous relationships. They're upfront and they're telling you that. How come you can't be upfront and admit that you're not looking for a committed relationship, that you're not looking for monogamous, that you want an open relationship, or that you're just dating and playing the field, or that you're polyamorous, or you're open to an open relationship, or open to non-monogamy, or open to a polyamorous relationship? How come you just can't keep it real? Why is everything always a damn lie? It's unnecessary. On the flip side, you know me, Psych Perspectives, on the flip side, when a person is upfront and they're telling you that they're not monogamous, they're polyamorous, they're looking for an open relationship, they're not looking for anything serious or committed right now, they're playing the field, they're single, they're dating, they're having fun, and they're upfront about this with you, why do y'all get upset? It's like a double-edged sword, because those of us that are polyamorous, that do practice ethical non-monogamy, open relationships, upfront about it, y'all look at us like we're freaks of nature, we're sick, we're disgusting, But then y'all will go and talk to the people that's blatantly lying to you and keeping information from you. And that's who y'all end up dating and being in relationships with. And when they proceed to cheat, because that's more than likely going to happen, because 9 times out of 10, that person is not monogamous, but they lied manipulated or kept information from you. And now you sitting up bitter, mad, frustrated, and all this other shit. But you didn't want to talk to the person that was non-monogamous, that was upfront with you. Which, again, that's your choice. Your body, your choice. You do what you want to do for your life, by all means. But that's just it. I'm going to keep saying it. A lot of times you play yourself. And that's really, again, accountability goes long and far in between. When I make these videos, have some accountability about it. And again, to my men, to my masculine folks, why can't we be honest and upfront? You know you're not looking for anything serious with her, with him, with them, with that person. Be real. And to my women and feminine people, you need to stop thinking monogamy is the only relationship style for you, because it's not working well for you. A lot of y'all keep running into people that's lying to you about being monogamous when they're really poly and non-monogamous. You are still in your own mindset. In my opinion, you're still stuck on an archaic relationship style. It's outdated and old, and it's not the only one. And then, okay, if you are monogamous, I can respect that. However, when you're out here dating is not the time to be monogamous. Dating is the time to have an open relationship, polyamorous setup, because that's just it. These are not committed relationships. You're just dating. And a lot of you women and feminine people, it is what it is. You put all your eggs in one basket when you don't even know the person. You're just dating, and you're already codependent. You're already putting yourself in a committed relationship, and you don't even have the title. You don't have the commitment, and you play yourself. End of discussion. And then to my men and masculine folks, for us, stop lying all the damn time. It is what it is. Learn how to tell the truth and be honest and forthcoming, instead of sitting up here playing all these mind games and then wondering why people calling you a dog, a hoe, a slut, narcissistic, emotionally unavailable. People aren't just saying this shit about you just to say this shit about you. Your actions speak for you. And a lot of times as men and masculine folks, we are selfish and narcissistic. We are emotionally unavailable. And quite frankly, you're a liar. I mean, hello, you're coming into this leading people on into these fake ass relationships that you know you don't even want. You don't even want to be with the person. And then you sitting up lying about being monogamous. Meanwhile, you're a whole serial cheater. All you do is bounce from person to person. Monkey branching, which would be completely fine if you were open and honest about it, instead of sitting up telling person A how much you love and care about them, and you want to settle down with them and you want to be with them, and then telling B, we're going to rekindle our relationship. I know we had issues, but I'm back. And you trying to rekindle a relationship and be committed to B while still telling A, and then you sleeping around with C and D. And then E and F, you met them at the club last weekend. Like, everybody is being pulled into this shit. And like, out of the 6-7 people that I just named, there's like 3 to 4 of them that thought that they were in a monogamous committed relationship or building towards that with you. And instead of being honest and open that you're dating, you're not looking for a committed relationship, or you are currently dating and talking to other people, or you're polyamorous, instead of just keeping it a buck, you're lying. Or you're just straight up keeping information from people, which to me, lying. Again, you ever notice when it comes to toxic people, we always have to come up with all these different terminologies to say the same thing. Rather you're withholding information or not, you're not being upfront and forthcoming. Therefore, you are manipulating and lying. That's really what it all is. And again, this is toxic masculinity. This is player culture. This whole mindset that, you don't allow the other people that you're engaging in to have an autonomy and a choice in the matter to decide if they want to put up with you or in that type of relationship. You don't give them a choice. You just sit up here and lie and play games, and that's not cool. We are grown people, grown adults, grown men and women, grown folks. It makes no sense to be lying. It makes no sense to be cheating. Not in this day and age. Now speaking on a personal experience, personal level, and I am going to do videos on this. I'm openly non-monogamous, openly gay, queer, openly trans, and openly, I would definitely call myself poly, right? You can even kind of say, that's why I say queer gay, because I could kind of lean towards pan. But the point is, I'm open and upfront. I'm not sitting up here lying, keeping information from you, telling you one thing and then doing the exact opposite. I'm not doing all of that because I don't have time for that. I'm an adult. I'm almost 30 years old. What in the hell do I have to be lying to you about? And who are you in the first place for me to think that I have to lie and walk on eggshells about shit? I'm just going to be me authentically 24/7. I don't have time for this. If you don't like poly, you don't like non-monogamy, cool. Leave me alone and walk on away. And that's another thing. To the women and feminine people, this is where, I talk about everybody. To women and feminine people, it's the codependency that's holding y'all back, okay? Because y'all complain day in and day out about how you don't have quality partners and everybody's lying and cheating, but you're the one that is so wrapped up in finding Mr., Mrs., Mix, perfect, and in the meantime, there is no such thing as a perfect person. And then 2, your whole life should not be wrapped up in being in a relationship. Y'all literally put y'all self-worth on if you can be in a relationship, if you can be married. That's really how a lot of y'all function. And then you are settling for bullshit most of the damn time just to say you got somebody. So whose fault is that really? It's yours. And that's what I mean by all of us, including men and masculine folks, non-binary, gender fluid, gender queer, trans, cis, LGBTQ+, heterosexual. We all need to take accountability. Again, as time goes on, you can't keep talking about the same shit when you keep putting yourself in the same situations. That's all I'm saying. Information will be in the description box below. More videos to come. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. If you would like to donate, my Cash App and Venmo is in the description box. And yeah, I'm out.